This is the thing about coping skills. Some of us have really good coping skills naturally. Some of us have learned them. Someone taught us. Some is by experience. But you'll notice that every different level you get to in a career or your business, you need some new ones. You know, you can't use the same tools, to fix your bicycle to fix a car. And a lot of people, that's what happens to them. They get stuck because they're using coping skills that they used when they were 7 years old. And emotionally and developmentally, they're operating as a 7-year-old, but they're 57. So, you'll have to always reassess. You'll always have to go back and look at this and like, is there anything I need to change? Do I need to work on something? And I'll tell you, September is Suicide Awareness Month, but it's also National Personal Development. No, Self-Improvement Month or something like that. Something about self-improvement. So September,
National Self-Improvement
Day. Okay, right, all right. So pat yourself,
Day.
pat yourself on your shoulder for working on you and growing yourself and growing your business. Because I was recently at a conference and they were like, 77% of people do no personal development ever.
Really? I'm surprised.
No. People are just out here on autopilot.
Yeah, so us in the business, we know this to be, and it's it's so frustrating.
Even like communication.
There's so much available out there.
Communication is something that people need to work on, and they never work on it, so they're still communicating from their 12-year-old self, 7-year-old self. They're not communicating where they need to be, and they're running businesses, and they're not able to communicate. I've worked with people who I wanted to ask you about that, have straight ghosted me. Like, they're afraid to have a difficult conversation, or they want to say, they don't know how to say it.
Right.
So they just don't respond to me. And I'm like, I see you reading my message. I see you checking it.
Right.
I see the timestamp.
Right.
I called you, then I left a message and a voicemail. I emailed you. Yeah, you're not talking to me anymore. So
It's amazing.
it is.
Anyway, I take that back. It
Yes.
is actually the whole month of September.
Oh, okay.
It's Self-Improvement Month.
Self-Improvement Month. So
Read
we're
a
here.
book, do something good for yourself.
Yes,
Take
do
a nap.
something. Yes, improve yourself. Yes, figure out what I need to work on and work on that. It's so important. And we have to keep doing this until we die. It doesn't stop. Like some people are like, I just want to get to here and then I'm done. Like it's never done. It's not done until you're done. So, yeah.
The
I'd
common
like-
saying that I hear, Seneca, you probably get this a lot too, is just that a lot of people say, listen, I'm 44 years old. If I don't know how to communicate, and so they just throw out the age and the thing that they assume that they're able to do, and I'm just like, hell no, like I try to just get them check with that. I'm like, listen, we're learning things every day.
Right,
We
yeah.
never stop, and age is not a factor in this, and some people just throw in the towel and they stop making an effort. My goodness, don't.
Is that your hand?
No, the light from your phone is.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay. So I'm the lady on the card, and like Sheila told me I look different. That was me 20 pounds ago. So it is me. And you can reach out to me on my website at senecawilliams.com. I offer free 15-minute consultations. So if there were questions that you had, if you needed referrals to a therapist, you were interested in coaching, you want to know the difference between therapy and coaching, and I can tell you really quick. Therapy, I got issues. Coaching, I got goals.
I like that.
Yeah. So I can, give you.
both?
You know what? Some people do have both, but what I would say is this. Imagine if you wanted to run a marathon, but you showed up to the marathon with like 5 suitcases and backpack and, a bunch of bags over here. And I'm gonna run this marathon. And you're there and you're standing in front of the coach like, I'm ready. And I got all this luggage. What's gonna happen?
Wrong race.
You won't be getting far. So that's what the issues are. And I tell people, you can do both, but get rid of the emotional baggage first. Work through therapy, work through some stuff, unpack some things, throw them out, And then you can go into coaching, because if you go to that race with all this emotional baggage, you're like, I'm stuck and I can't move and I'm not moving and I'm, not going fast enough, and it has a lot to do with the baggage. And these things are baggage as well. So yes, I also have debuted a book. I am a co-author in a book called Glam Vicious Guide to Being an Entrepreneur. And what that book is, it is the testimonies and tips of other entrepreneur women who are sharing what it was like to start their journey as entrepreneurs. It is not easy. You all know it's not easy. It's very difficult, and sometimes we can give up because we're thinking, well, it's really hard for me. But in this book, the women are sharing that, no, it is really hard and you can overcome, and these are, the tips that I give you for my own journey. So that's available on my website at senecawilliams.com.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.